Hello and welcome to Norwich, home of the East Anglian Air Ambulance. Thank you for your interest in the new ThermoTraumaPort, or TTP, that we're going to demonstrate to you today, and the simple instructions on how it can be used. So the first thing is that the TTP can come in this pre-prepared green carrying bag. And the first important thing is to make sure that you have all the parts of the kit available. So we have a single-use cover, which of course can be kept on the device in the bag. We also have a battery. We should have in the side of the bag 4 poles which clip together to form 2 poles. We also want to make sure that we have the straps available to us, and of course the device itself, which simply lifts out of the bag, and we can then prepare it on the ambulance trolley. Of course, this could all be done, let's say, at the start of the shift for an air ambulance, if required. Once you've removed the battery from the bag, there is an energy meter on the side. You can just press that button just to confirm that the battery charge is okay before inserting the battery into the cradle on the bottom of the mattress. Once that happens, there is a test sequence of lights, and the exact description of what they mean is printed onto the cover, as we'll show you shortly. The next stage is to load the single-use cover, which is possible with just one person. We have a number of people here, so let's load the cover there. And that just slides on. You need to make sure that the cover is the correct way up, with the power markers on there. And also the easy thing is, on the top of the stretcher, it shows you which side the patient's head is going to be up there. Once that is fully on, we just roll over the end of the stretcher and click the poppers just to make sure that is nicely sealed, so that we can't get any fluids contaminating the inside stretcher. Once this is on, we can power up the stretcher by pressing the power button there. Also, if you want to boost the temperature of the stretcher, you can press from the green, just a single press on that button there, to the orange to make sure it's the slightly higher temperature setting. The next stage is to assemble the poles, and the 2 poles to go to make up one side of the pole for each side, and it should be a simple means, just clicking in to assemble the pole. And then we're going to slide the pole up each side of the stretcher. And that should sit nicely at the top of the stretcher like that. So here we have the TTP all prepared on the ambulance stretcher, cover on, we have the battery fitted, we have the battery powered on, and the seal across the bottom ready for the patient. Now at this stage, you could put the straps on in advance, ready to lift the patient on, but what we're going to do is going to lift the patient on first of all, and then strap her down. So, ready, steady, lift. When lifting on, just make sure the head is in the middle over the correct position, and then we're going to loosen the scoop. At this stage we could place head blocks as required. Get somebody for the time being to hold that in place. We now have 4 straps. We're going to put the top 2 in a crossways, in the normal ambulance way, across the chest. and the final strap around the legs in a figure of 8 style fashion. Once the patient has been strapped to the TTP, we can then gently put the head blocks alongside, and whichever type your service is using. And here we're just going to use these straps to gently strap the patient into position. We would then cover them up with a blizzard blanket as well for extra warmth, and also the rock snake, so the patient is then nicely warmed and secured in there before adding the aircraft straps in exactly the same way that a land ambulance would use their straps. To ensure that the patient is nice and secure, warm and padded and protected during the flight. Finally, to slide the patient off of the TTP, we can use a pat slide again. So we're going to roll the patient to one side, gently place the pat slide underneath, and then we just ready, steady slide the patient onto the trolley, and out comes that spinal cord. And we could dispose of this into a clinical waste bin as required. Fold the stretcher away, and replace it into the bag, ready for its next use.